Chandrayaan-3 was meant to be a major achievement, a sign of India's growing expertise in space exploration. It successfully landed in a place no country had dared to explore before, the Moon's shadowy, ancient South Pole. At first, excitement filled the air when images and soil samples came back to Earth, but soon the celebration quieted, replaced by uneasy silence, then whispers, and finally warnings. This isn't science fiction or a conspiracy theory. It's what happens when the most advanced rover ever sent to the Moon discovers a material that defies the laws of physics, and something even stranger hidden beneath the surface. When India's space agency launched Chandrayaan-3, it wasn't just another moon mission. It was a comeback after Chandrayaan-2's failed landing attempt in 2019. This time, everything went perfectly. The Vikram lander touched down with pinpoint accuracy near the Moon's South Pole, a place cloaked in darkness, colder than Pluto, and never explored by any other probe. For decades, scientists had dreamed of studying this region because radar scans suggested ancient water ice and minerals trapped in craters, and maybe something more mysterious. But the South Pole is a dangerous place with treacherous terrain, unreliable light, and deadly cold. Still, India did it, joining a small group of nations capable of such a feat. Early data from the mission was promising. Scientists found frozen water, lunar dust, and useful metals like magnesium and aluminum, ingredients that could support future moon bases. But beneath those hopeful headlines was a darker discovery, one that never made it to the news. As the Pragyan rover moved over the dusty surface, its advanced instruments scanned the soil's chemical makeup and found something unbelievable, a substance never seen before on Earth, the Moon, or anywhere else. It didn't match any known mineral, didn't reflect light normally, and seemed to soak up electromagnetic energy, bending it in strange ways. One engineer said it acted like a sponge for energy. Experts called it a terrifying anomaly. If this material formed naturally, our understanding of science is wrong. But if it wasn't natural, that suggests someone or something put it there. This discovery alone could spark a global crisis, but it wasn't the only shock. After the soil scans, the team activated a radar that looks beneath the lunar surface. What they found shook the mission. Under the rover's wheels, several meters deep, lay a huge hollow void, not random but shaped with straight lines, symmetrical angles, and repeating grids. The patterns looked less like caves and more like carefully planned structures. One expert called them metallic, organized, deliberate, and probably ancient. The void was large, big enough to hold a small city. Then the instruments detected strange heat signals that rose and fell without any sunlight. The Moon, long thought geologically dead, seemed to have some form of internal energy. Was it leftover heat, a working system, or an active artificial structure? Scientists started asking a frightening question. Had they uncovered an ancient alien base, or something else entirely? Soon the Pragyan rover began acting strangely. It stopped responding, sent corrupted data, and moved unpredictably. Officially, this was blamed on mechanical problems, but some insiders suspected the rover's troubles started right over the deepest part of the strange void. Others thought the unknown material's electromagnetic properties might be interfering with the rover's systems. Then suddenly, all contact was lost. The silence wasn't just a technical glitch, it was a mystery wrapped in a warning. If what lies beneath the Moon's South Pole is ancient and still active, every move we make could trigger something beyond our control. Some experts have called for countries to work together, warning that we might have awakened something better left alone. As news of the rover's silence spread, governments around the world took notice. The strange substance, the geometric void, and the sudden blackout triggered security alerts usually reserved for nuclear threats. High-resolution images from NASA, ESA, China, and other agencies focused on the landing area. American satellites reportedly detected an unexplained electromagnetic signal hours before the rover went silent. China requested emergency access to India's data, concerned that whatever was found could affect Earth's electromagnetic field. Some even speculated the anomaly might be disrupting communication satellites or Earth's magnetic balance. Behind closed doors, officials talked about containment. This was no longer just a moon mission, it had become a planetary security issue. Unexpectedly, a group of archaeologists and astrophysicists noticed something strange. The geometric patterns found underground matched ancient sacred designs from Indian texts, especially mandalas described in the Rig Veda. These shapes were believed to encode cosmic knowledge, including symbolic gates to places beyond the dark sky. While mainstream scientists remain skeptical, some philosophers and physicists now wonder if ancient civilizations understood more about the moon's true nature than we do, and if we're only now rediscovering those secrets. Leaked data, allegedly, smuggled from inside India's space agency, suggested that the samples contain materials with unique photonic properties, meaning they could interact with light in ways never seen before. The substance might absorb all visible and infrared light, even bending or cancelling electromagnetic fields around it. Some called it optical dark matter. If this is true, the moon's south pole holds a material capable of hiding entire areas from detection or cloaking structures from scans. Such technology, if real or once real, would change everything we thought we knew about physics. With Chandrayaan-3 now silent under the moon's eternal shadows, the biggest question isn't what was found, but what happens next. What if the moon isn't just a lifeless rock, but a container of technology or information from a time before recorded history? What if our probes have started unlocking something never meant to be disturbed? What if the silence from Pragyan isn't a failure, but a warning? Some experts say there are things buried in the universe we were never meant to touch, and now we may have. Chandrayaan-3 was supposed to mark progress and hope, but what it revealed may be a doorway to something much bigger. Maybe the moon's south pole wasn't untouched by chance, but avoided for a reason. Beneath its frozen craters and eternal darkness, something ancient may be waiting, silent, watching, and asking a question. Will they come again? We sent a machine across space, and when it touched that place, we lost control. Not just of the rover, but of the story. As scientists grow quiet, satellites shift focus, and physicists sound alarms, one truth becomes clear. We were not the first visitors, and we may not be alone. What do you think Chandrayaan-3 really found? Ancient technology, a natural mystery, or something not from this world? Chandrayaan-3 was meant to mark progress and hope, but what it revealed may be a doorway to something much bigger. Maybe the moon's south pole wasn't untouched by chance, but avoided for a reason. Beneath its frozen craters and eternal darkness, something ancient may be waiting. Silent, watching, and asking a question. Will they come again? We sent a machine across space, and when it touched that place, we lost control, not just of the rover, but of the story. As scientists grow quiet, satellites shift focus, and physicists sound alarms, one truth becomes clear. We were not the first visitors, and we may not be alone. What do you think Chandrayaan-3 really found? Ancient technology, a natural mystery, or something not from this world? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating discoveries and updates on this incredible story.